also a dental specialist, who is a vice president of the Seva Bharathi. Sumalata madam is also the focal point for various women empowerment activities related to Seva Bharathi, and it is my pleasure to invite and welcome Dr. Sumalata madam for today's program. Dr. Sumalata madam, please. Thank you madam, thank you. It is my privilege to invite and then welcome Sri S. Rajendra Rao Garu, who is the President of the Seva Bharathi Secunderabad Vibhag, who is also taking care of the various activities that is related to the women empowerment. And this is only one of the units here, and we have various other units which is also taken care under the leadership of Sri S. Rajendra Rao Garu. We have Sri Seva Rao Garu, who is also the Open Library Forum. Today, we all know that Akarshana is giving the 21st library here, and we are privileged to welcome Sri Rajendra Pravarji also on this program. Now we will go for the extend a warm welcome to all the delegates and the dignitaries who have arrived here, our guests and trainees, volunteers and well-wishers. Let us begin the program on an auspicious note of lighting the ceremonial lamp here, a symbol of light dispelling darkness, knowledge overcoming ignorance. I invite the dignitaries on the dais to please do the
ఆమె మోముపైన చిరునవ్వులం.
for doing the honor. Now, Seva Bharathi has been a pillar of support and change in so many lives. To tell us more about the amazing work being done, I invite Dr. Sumalata madam, Vice President Seva Bharathi, to give her speech. Over to you, madam.
Today, indeed, it's a wonderful day. I take your concern to address the gathering here and there in Telugu so that you guys are more comfortable. Yeah. మా ఈరోజు మనం ఎందుకు ఇక్కడ వచ్చామో మీకు అందరికి తెలుసు. మేడం గారి గురించి మీరు వినే ఉంటారమ్మా. వారు ఇక్కడికి రావడం నిజంగా మన అదృష్టం. చాలా మనకి ఎంకరేజ్మెంట్ ఇది. అంటే వారు ఇంత లోపల ప్రాంతానికి వచ్చి ఈ కార్యక్రమం కోసం దూరం రావడమే ఒక అద్భుతం. అందులో ఆవిడ వచ్చిన కారణం మనకు తెలుసు కదా, మా ఆకర్షణ చేస్తున్న పనికి ఈ రోజుకి ఈ లైబ్రరీస్ అనేది మనకు తెలుసు. మనం చదువుకున్నాం, పెద్ద అయ్యాము. కాకపోతే వచ్చే జనరేషన్ ఏదైతే ఉందో వాళ్ళ పిల్లలకి ఏంటంటే చదవడం అని ప్రవృత్తి మర్చిపోయారు. వాళ్ళు ఈ మొబైల్స్ అని డిజిటల్ అని అది కారణం చేత ఏమవుతుంది, చదవడం ఒక ప్రక్రియను మర్చిపోయారు వాళ్ళు. సో అది ఎంకరేజ్ చేయడానికి మన ఆకర్షణ చేస్తున్న దానికి మనందరూ ఒకసారి తనకి చప్పట్లతో ఒకసారి అభినందిద్దాం. మ్యామ్, I take this opportunity to say a few words about what is Seva Bharathi is all about. So Seva Bharathi is an NGO, is a voluntary organization driven by the volunteers. So we take very pride in saying that 99% of us are volunteers, like Rajendra ji, myself, we have Amin ji, we are all volunteers, professionals. We take our time to render our services to the society. So we focus in 4 areas. So our target group is the neglected, for very little blessed or not blessed, downtrodden areas. So you have seen the kind of area we are. So I'll take the story around this center. So we work on education, health, empowerment and social transformation. Education, what we see here is a vocational course. Otherwise, we focus on formal education also. Formal education, we have 4 free schools and we have mobile laboratories The government schools are aided with laboratory, because here in our especially remote areas, laboratory facilities not be there. So we educate, and we also provide laboratory availability to the government schools in the local corner of the Telangana. And we also have GDA course. As far as education is concerned, it is general duty assistant. That means they are nursing assistants. They are given a course of 4 months, and they are placed into, so beautiful, they are placed into big corporate hospitals in all the cities in Telangana. So this is about education, and we have another flagship program called Kishori Vikas program. Kishori Vikas program is, so we usually see about kids in slums, and slums we call bastis here, Seva bastis. So we give them after school tuitions. The reason being, usually in these areas, then both the parents will be, employees. The children will have no guidance at all. They just go for a fun. They don't even know what they're learning at the school. Once they come back from the school, we give them a complete support for the holistic development, helping them in education, giving them small vocational hand training courses, giving them personality development, soft skills, and of course behavior. Because what actually the kids in slum lack is the behavior. They don't even know, because there's nobody at home to guide them. So we try to bring a holistic change in the personalities. Next is the empowerment. We have a living example here. We are trying to empower women with the skill. So we give them the skill so that they lead a dignified life. So we focus more on women empowerment. We also have, of course, for the other gender also we have a lot of developmental programs. The other one is health. Health, as we know, whatever we have in the hand, we have the health. It's like nothing we have in the hand. So we have three hospitals, 50-bedded hospitals, one in the city and one at Suryapet, Kokiram Suryapet. So we provide even elective surgeries at a very reasonable fee. So other one is social transformation, because I don't want to take much of your time, because all that we focus is to bring in a wonderful change, a holistic change in the society. So the hospital provides elective surgeries also to a very reasonable cost. And as far as the social transformation is concerned, so we know what is empowering. Initially, empowerment stood only for earning. Now the empowerment stands especially for the children and the women. They need to be psychologically strong. For very little thing, very drastic decisions have been taken by the youngsters, the mothers, and even the elders. So we try to bring them, little earning strength, of course, but to stand with the whatever ups and downs they face in the society, they need to stand with the society stress, the requirements, the family along with the society requirements. This is how Seva Bharathi works towards the downtrodden people. Thank you so much for coming here, gracing the occasion of this wonderful thought process. I can't leave the mic without saying a word about our Akarshana. So this generation, Akarshana, I think you know what Akarshana means, it is attraction. This age generation is attracted towards different many things. Say it entertainment, say it into different ones. But this little girl stood as an inspiration. We'll have a big round of applause for Akarshana for taking this initiative. This is her 21st library, if I'm right. Thank you so much. Keep doing it, dear. I know you stand the example, not only to the little ones, to all of us. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thanks for bringing the occasion. Thank you.
Really a wonderful brief of what Seva Bharathi is doing. I don't think this much explicitly she can, with the time limitations. Thank you very much. I am sure you got a feel for what the biggest NGO in Hyderabad is doing. Thank you very much, Madam Sunlada Madam, for enlightening our chief guest with the details. Now I move upon to, we need to say about the skill development center and women empowerment that is happening here. Sri Rajendra Rao is the person who is behind this whole thing, and he is taking care of many other activities here, like he is also planning for a cloud kitchen here, he is having a school here, and then there are so many other activities. This is one among them, and I request Sri Rajendra Rao Garu to please elicit the audience as well as the chief guest.
Respected chief guest of the today's function, Jennifer, U.S. Council General, Hyderabad, and also Chandrasekhar Rao and Miss Akarshana Sathish, who are the initiators of this open library, and also my colleague Dr. Sumalata Madam and Menon from Seva Bharathi. Would like to present, we are very thankful to you, Madam. you heard that you doesn't go to the functions until and unless it is very inspiring. And your presence is a great occasion for us. We have initiated this skill center with a few basic training. Then we wanted to upskill them so that they will be industry ready for the government. But having learned that most of these marginalized women have their domestic commitment. They cannot take up the full-time job like saying from 9:30 to the 5:30. They have preoccupied with their domestic work, like they have to send their husband and the children to the office, attend their household, then again go back to the house at 3:30 to receive the children. Then what we said is, see that some income comes to them. We would like to present our journey from the skill to the livelihood, a holistic center. Then what we have said is, during your spare time, whenever a skill is not used for some time, the shelf life of the skill will be for 2 to 3 years. Either it has to be used as a self-employment or somewhere. Then we ourselves have started a small production center model, so that these marginalized women will get some income, 3 to 4,000 per month. This is the idea. Now 3 to 4 lakhs rupees we have spent towards the beneficiaries. They have started earning from the center for one product, that is the replacement for the plastic, that is cotton bags. Then future we would like to add few more projects, so that 6 to 8 months there will be a steady income to this marginalized women, so that that will help the improve their families. That is the idea. And 2 more products we are going to add, that is the uniform, the other is t-shirts. And we wanted to increase the size of the beneficiaries. Today the size of the beneficiaries is 40. Now 3 to 4 times we wanted to increase that, around 200 people. And we are planning all this. Thank you very much, ma'am.
I hope you would have got a feel for what exactly we are doing as part of the empowerment of the women, and then how Seva Bharathi is supplementing their income and then supplementing their livelihood in terms of that. Thank you, sir, for this brief introduction. Now I request about the Open Library Forum. Today, you all know the whole program is by our little young Akarshana. Akarshana means, is attraction. The meaning is attraction. Today, the whole thing is attracted by Akarshana, and she is the person, and the Open Library initiative by her at a very tender age. She has already started. Today, we are sitting here for the 21st library of Akarshana Sathish, and we have Sri G. Chandrasekhar Garu, who is also the instrumental in all this Open Library initiative. He will brief you about the Open Library initiative. Over to you, Chandrasekhar Garu.
Thank you, sir. Respected Chief Guest and co-dignitaries, పిల్లలు పెద్దలు అందరికీ నమస్కారం. ఈ ఓపెన్ లైబ్రరీ ఇనిషియేటివ్లో ఐఎమ్ ఓన్లీ స్మాల్ పార్ట్. We give background support to Akarshana, and she herself has got such a big initiative, so we try to give some support to her. I just wanted to tell how the Open Library initiative has come forward or come to this stage. During the Corona time, there was lockdown. When the lockdown was there is no movement of any person from any of the places. Satish, who is father of Akarshana, he works for a company where they supply medical equipment to the hospitals. So MMJ Cancer Hospital, she was in touch. At that time, the superintendent was expressing some, discomfort because the children, cancer hospital children, they were not able to get the food. Their parents also, whoever are there, they are not able to go out because everything is closed, completely shut down. They cannot go out, nobody can come inside. So neither they can go home, cook food, drink, and at the same time outside hotels are not there, restaurants are not there. So she was expressing some discomfort. Then Satish came forward. Satish and myself, we all live in the same gated community. Satish said, sir, we need to support this particular initiative. Then what we did, we ourselves started cooking, because you don't get cook also. You are not done, nobody, there is no movement at all. So we ourselves cooked and served around 200 people for about 45 days. Every day, morning and evening. We took Satish took a curfew pass for a car and 2 people. Morning fruits we give, afternoon we give lunch, and evening also we give something. So we used to pack our meals, cook, pack, and then deliver. At that time, what happened? Akarshana also had come along with us to one of the when the food was being delivered. Then when she was there, all children, cancer treatment children, then they were scribbling on white paper, and so she felt a pity. Next day she gave some sketch pens and some papers. Then the superintendent cut. She said, why don't you give some books to her, because there is no other entertainment, even relatives are not coming for them to talk and chit chat. Then she said, okay, but where to get books? Bookshops are closed, you are not allowed to go outside, pick up some books and go. Then what she did is, in our gated community we have a closed group. She had put a message saying that if somebody has got spare books, please give us, so that some needy persons are asking. Around 2000 or 2500 books have come. With those many books, what do I do? When she went to the superintendent, she said, Madam, 2500 books have come, what do I do? Then superintendent simply said, start a library. That is how it has started, and she picked up from there onward. And she is offers, I want to start 100 libraries, she says. We said, okay. When she has got that type of fire in her, we thought we will support. So I said, you start any number of libraries, and we will the racks. So that is, it is only a background support. See, the initiative she is coming forward is something really noble. If we are able to do some support like this, I am always happy. మీకు అందరికీ అర్థమైంది అనుకుంటాను. ఈ అమ్మాయి క్యాన్సర్ హాస్పిటల్లో పిల్లలకు ముందు కొన్ని స్కెచ్ పెన్స్, పేపర్స్ ఇస్తూ ఉంటే, అక్కడ క్యాన్సర్ హాస్పిటల్ సూపరింటెండెంట్ మేడం అడిగారు అన్నమాట, కొన్ని పుస్తకాలు కూడా ఉంటాయి ఇవ్వన్నాయని. సో అప్పుడు కరోనా టైం, ఎవరు బయటకు వెళ్ళడానికి లేదు, లేకుంటే బుక్ షాపులు ఉండవు, ఏమి ఉండవు. ఎలా సరే మా గేటెడ్ కమ్యూనిటీలోకి వచ్చి ఆమె ఒక గ్రూప్లో ఒక మెసేజ్ పెట్టింది, ఇలా కొన్ని పుస్తకాలు కావాలి అంటే 2500 పుస్తకాలు వచ్చాయి. 2500 పుస్తకాలు ఇస్తే వెంటనే సూపరింటెండెంట్ దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళి అడిగింది, మేడం ఎన్ని పుస్తకాలు వచ్చాయి, ఏం చేయమంటారు అంటే, అప్పుడు మేడం అన్నారు, లైబ్రరీ స్టార్ట్ చేసి అన్నారు. అలా అమ్మాయి పికప్ చేసుకున్నారు. ఇప్పుడు అమ్మాయి ఏం చేస్తుందంటే, షీ సెర్చ్ వేర్ ఎవర్ దెర్ ఈజ్ నెసెసిటీ. సో లాట్ ఆఫ్ గవర్నమెంట్ స్కూల్స్ షీ హెడ్ ఐడెంటిఫైడ్, వీ వెంట్ అండ్ స్టార్టెడ్ ఈవెన్ old age home and the another saranalum, like that, where there is a need, people will feel the necessity. Around the places she will identify and she will be after us. We'll go here, identify. So Satish and we try to sit there and try to fix it up and see. One more thing I just wanted to tell here. First 10 libraries were set up without any publicity, without any events like this. Then one day we ourselves sat and said, see, if you organize a program like this when a library is being set up, there might be somebody who will get inspired by the activity of Akarshana. So try to become an inspiration to somebody. Now you అందరికీ ఇప్పుడు తెలుసు, ఆకర్షణ ఒక చిన్న అవకాశాన్ని తీసుకొని, లైబ్రరీ అన్న అవకాశాన్ని తీసుకొని 21 లైబ్రరీలు పెట్టింది. ఆమెకు ప్రెసిడెంట్ దగ్గర నుంచి ప్రెసిడెంట్ ఆమెకు పుస్తకాలు ఇచ్చారు, ప్రైమ్ మినిస్టర్ని కలిశారు, చీఫ్ మినిస్టర్ కలిశారు. ఇలాంటి అవకాశాలు ఎందుకు వచ్చాయంటే, ఆమెలో ఉన్న ఆ ఫైర్ని అలా తీసుకొని వెళ్ళి మంచి ఇనిషియేటివ్గా లైబ్రరీలు అన్న దాన్ని పబ్లిసైజ్ చేసుకుంటుంది, లైబ్రరీలు సెటప్ చేస్తుంది. ఒక సేవా కార్యక్రమం ఆమె కూడా ఇలా స్టార్ట్ చేస్తుంది. ఇంకా ఇంకోటి ఏంటి అంటే ఎందుకు లైబ్రరీలోనే ఎందుకంటే ఆ అమ్మాయి కూడా షీ వివిడ్ రీడర్ షీ హర్ సెల్ఫ్. సో ఆ అమ్మాయి కూడా పుస్తకాలు బాగా చదువుతుంది. సో అందుకని ఆమెకు తెలుసు అన్నమాట పుస్తకం వల్ల వచ్చే బెనిఫిట్ ఏంటో ఆమెకు తెలుసు. ఇంకొకటి ఈ రోజుల్లో మీరు చూసారంటే చిన్నపిల్లలు కాదు, పెద్ద పిల్లలు కాదు, ముసలిళ్ళు కాదు, వాట్సాప్, యూట్యూబ్, ఇన్స్టాగ్రామ్, రీల్స్ కొడుతూనే ఉంటారు ఇలా. సో దానివల్ల నాకు చిన్నపిల్లలు చూసారు అంటే ఇప్పుడు కూడా చూస్తున్నాను వాళ్ళు మనం చెప్పేది వినడం మానేసి చూస్తున్నారు. వీలైతే మీరు కూడా పెద్దలు మీరందరూ కూడా మీ పిల్లలకు ఒక చిన్న పుస్తకం కొనివ్వండి. మెల్లగా ఈ సెల్ ఫోన్ నుంచి వాళ్ళని దూరం చేయండి. అట్లీస్ట్ రోజులో వాళ్ళు సపోజ్ ఇంతకుముందు 2 గంటలు 3 గంటలు ఉంటే తీసేసి ఒక అర్ధ గంట, దాంట్లో కూడా కొంత నేర్చుకునేది ఉంటుంది, అది కరెక్టే, ఒక ½ అన్ అవర్. సో ఆ టైం రెడ్యూస్ చేసి పుస్తకాలు అలవాటు చేస్తే వాళ్ళ హెల్త్ బాగుపడుతుంది. తర్వాత ఈ విధమైన ఇనిషియేటివ్ కూడా ఉపయోగపడుతుంది. మీరు కూడా అవి చూడండి. సో దిస్ ఈజ్ హౌ ది ఓపెన్ లైబ్రరీ ఇనిషియేటివ్ వాజ్ టేకెన్ అప్. సో నౌ షీ హస్ గాట్ ఆన్ హర్ హ్యాండ్ all the metro stations of Hyderabad. And she has got allotment also. They said you come, but only we are just thinking కొంత accountability ఉండాలి. So actually these libraries are all controlled, madam. So who is taking what book and whether they are bringing back or not. But when we go to metro, it is actually, I mean, there is no accountability. People will pick up, go. See, some people might return. Most of the people might return, some people might forget, even though they do not have bad intention. So we are just working on some app, whether we can fix some accountability. After that, only we have to give okay to her, otherwise she has kept everything ready. And even Prime Minister sir said, I will personally inaugurate your 25th library. Yeah. She was personally invited for Independence Day celebration at Delhi. She was part of it. So she is getting all that. So మీ అందరు కూడా లైబ్రరీ ఒకటి ఏదో ఒక ఇన్స్పిరేషన్ తీసుకోవాలి. ఏదో ఒక ఇన్స్పిరేషన్, చిన్నపిల్లలు కావచ్చు, పెద్దవాళ్ళు కావచ్చు, ఏదో ఒక ఇన్స్పిరేషన్ తీసుకుంటే అవకాశాలకు ఏమీ తక్కువ లేదు. చూడండి మీరందరూ కూడా ఇలాంటి ఇనిషియేటివ్, ఇంకో ఇనిషియేటివ్ ఆకర్షణ దగ్గర నుంచి ఇన్స్పిరేషన్ తీసుకుంటారని నేను ఇలాంటి ప్రోగ్రామ్ పెడతాం. అదర్వైజ్ అవసరం లేదు. అదర్వైజ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ నెసెసరీ సార్. వీ సెట్ అప్ లైబ్రరీ అండ్ దెన్ ది పీపుల్ విల్ మేక్ యూజ్ ఆఫ్ ఇట్. బట్ ది పర్పస్ ఆఫ్ హ్యావింగ్ దిస్ సార్ట్ ఆఫ్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ ఈస్ ఇఫ్ at least one person gets inspired out of 100, the purpose is served. That is what we thought we will do. Thank you sir.
The young soul who is in her own quite yet powerful way has reminded us some of the ancient and eternal, the power of knowledge. In the stories of our Purana, there is a goddess who sits beside a white lotus, veena in her hand, eyes full of compassion. She is Saraswati Devi, the divine embodiment of learning, wisdom and creativity. When the world was silent and minds were asleep, it was she who gave voice to the Vedas and life to arts. And sometimes, just sometimes, a spark of that divine spirit chooses to walk among us, not in a grand temple or heavenly abode, but in a heart of someone very real, very present and very young. The spark today is Akarshana Sathish. At an age when most are all discovering the world, Akarshana decided to change it. She saw something, many magic of stories without the power of knowledge, and rather than wait for someone else to solve it, she chooses to act. With the courage of a rishi and the vision of a leader, she started the gates but cozy spaces filled with books, color and curiosity, built with care, innovation and fire, lighting up young minds, empowering them to dream, to question and to grow. In Akarshana, we don't just see a young change maker, we see a modern day Saraswati nurturing the next generation with the most powerful gift of all, learning. So let us welcome her with all the love and admiration she so richly deserves. Please join me inviting to the stage Akarshana Sathish.
Dignitaries on the dais, dear audience and my dear friends. I am Akarshana Sathish, a 9th grader studying at the Hyderabad Public School, Begumpet, and I am delighted to share my library initiative here at Seva Bharathi Training Center for Women. And I am also proud enough to say that I have established my library, 21st library here with 600 books, most of them being in Telugu as well as in English. From once being a hyperactive kid to now being a bibliophile, it's all thanks to my parents for showcasing me to the wonderful world of books. My journey began with the MNG Cancer Children's Hospital around 5 years ago, when my parents and a few flat friends first started donating food. So I accompanied them and became friendly with the kids over there. During one of our interactions, some of the kids who had cancer requested me for coloring books. So I had some 10-20 at home and distributed it. The problem being there were more than 300 kids over there. What was the solution? So that's when I decided to send a message to my apartment neighbors, school friends and family relatives and received more than 2,000 old books in just 3 days. With these books, I went to the director of the institute and then she sparkled me with the idea of establishing a library. So I established my first library at the MNG Cancer Children's Hospital with 1036 books. The happiness I saw on the children's faces as they read the library books gave me an extreme sense of fulfillment and was the main reason for motivation to continue these libraries. Now I'm ecstatic enough to say that I've established 20 libraries plus this one across Telangana and Tamil Nadu with more than 14,000 books. As a result of everything, I received support and motivation from various government officials, including our Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi ji, President of India, Srimati Draupadi Murmu ji, the Chief Minister of Telangana, the Governor of Telangana, top police officials and IAS officials, and even the common public, plus my classmates and relatives. This support has served as my backbone for these libraries. During my meeting with the Prime Minister, he emphasized on the importance of libraries by stating that in order to develop a village, 5 things are required. That is, a railway station, a post office, a police station, a school, and a library. He also stated that a library is one of the most important and main centers of knowledge. To be honest, with this small idea of mine, I thought I would never go beyond 5, at max 10. Yet here I am standing today talking about 20 open libraries. And that it just shows that each one of you in this audience can do something greater. You all can achieve even more with just passion in your hearts and the will to change our community. As rightfully said by our former president, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, giving back to society is what makes a human being truly happy. Where there is righteousness in the heart, there is beauty in the character. Where there is beauty in the character, there is harmony in the home. Where there is harmony in the home, there is order in the nation. And where there is order in the nation, there is peace in the world. Now, you may be wondering, why libraries? Because aside from food, health and shelter, education is what truly empowers us. My goal is simple, to make sure to bring the books and the joy of reading to places where they are rarely found. From cancer hospitals to police stations, orphanages to rural schools, I want everyone to have a chance to pick up a book, read and grow as a person. Just look at today's guests. Prove that education can truly shape lives and lead to greatness. And it all takes one book, one reader and one small step. My heartfelt thanks to the Seva Bharathi organization and Raghunath Menon uncle for introducing me and giving me an opportunity to set up a wonderful library over here. My wholehearted thanks to G. Chandrasekhar Rao uncle for supporting me with the cupboards for every single one of my libraries. My gratitude simply cannot be expressed in words, and this statement for supporting with the cupboards for every one of my libraries will truly impact us all. My full-hearted thank you to the US Consulate General, Mrs. Jennifer Larson ma'am, for accepting my invitation and gracing us with your presence here today. It truly means a lot. My profound thank you to the HPS management team for always being my support system, and my full-hearted thank you to Shriyanti, Shri uncle, Venugopal uncle, and Prafula Chandra uncle for supporting me with the books and sponsoring them today for this library, especially in Telugu. Thank you so much. At last, but certainly not the least, as said by our former president, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, one best book is equal to 100 good friends, but one good friend is equal to a library. Jai Hind and thank you. I would like to give a book which was given by the PMO's office to keep in this library.
Is given none other than by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Sahab. And you all know now, you have listening to her at a very tender age, what is her views and then how the life and the reading habits etc. she has been there. Thank you very much. It is now time for us, Madam. It is now our honor to hear from our chief guest, Ms. Jennifer Larson Madam. Your presence here today has truly uplifted this event, and we are all eager to hear your thoughts and message. Over to you, ma'am.
Afternoon, and to the office bearers of Seva Bharathi who are here, to the dignitaries on the dais, and of course to Ms. Akarshana. Congratulations on your 21st opening of a library. When we got the invitation at the consulate, I knew immediately that this was something that I would want to come to, being a lifelong reader myself. And so I want to say thank you for thinking of me to come to the inauguration of what I hope is the 21st out of 100, but I certainly congratulate you in advance on number 25 with the Prime Minister. Her vision, your vision, is very inspiring to all of us, and thank you for taking this initiative to bring books and to bring laughter and to bring learning to these centers around the city as well as in Tamil Nadu. A library is more than just books. It is a shelf, and on that shelf is hope and education and inspiration. Books are our companions, as you mentioned. They are our teachers, and they are our windows to the world. Reading opens our mind and nurtures our empathy and gives us tools to live our best lives. For the women and the children who will use this space, the library will be a refuge for learning and for listening and for having a safe space to be. So education, as I think we all can agree, is the strongest force for transformation, and access to books is a vital step in that journey. So let us all support this beautiful initiative by encouraging its use and contributing books and contributing our time to it. So once again, thank you and congratulations to you, Akarshana, and to your family for bringing together this amazing dream. Congratulations.
చెప్పిన మాటల్ని క్లుప్తంగా చెప్పే ప్రయత్నం చేస్తాను. మేడం ఏమంటారంటే ఆవిడ కూడా జీవితకాలం లెర్నర్ గానే, ఆవిడ కూడా బాగా చదువుతారు. అందుకని ఆకర్షణ పిలిచిన ఈ కార్యక్రమానికి బాగా అట్రాక్ట్ అక్కడ వచ్చే ప్రయత్నం చేశారు. 25వ తన లైబ్రరీకి స్వయాన ప్రైమ్ మినిస్టర్ గారు వచ్చి ఇనాగ్రేట్ చేస్తానని చెప్పారట. వారితో పాటు మనం కూడా మన పాపను అప్రిషియేట్ చేద్దాం ఒకసారి. సో ఒకటి అంటే మామూలుగా మనం బుక్ అంటే బుక్గా చూడకుండా బుక్లు ఏంటంటే మనం ఒక ఇన్స్పిరేషన్గా తీసుకోవచ్చు. మనం దాని ద్వారా ఒక మన జీవితాన్ని మార్పు తీసుకొచ్చే ప్రయత్నం అందులో బుక్ ద్వారా మనం చేయవచ్చు. అదేవిధంగా తనని ఇలా ఎంకరేజ్ చేస్తున్న పేరెంట్స్ని కూడా మనం ఎంకరేజ్ చేసే ప్రయత్నం చేద్దాము. మనందరూ కూడా ఈ జర్నీలో భాగమయ్యే ప్రయత్నం చేద్దాం. ఇది క్లుప్తంగా మేడం గారు అన్నమాట. మీకు అందరికీ అర్థమై ఉంటుంది బట్ 2 మాటల్లో. థ్యాంక్ యూ మ్యామ్.
Miss Jennifer Larson, US Consul General Hyderabad Chief Guest. మేడం గారు ఈ ప్రోగ్రామ్ కి వచ్చినందుకు, టైం కలిసి స్పెండ్ చేసినందుకు కృతజ్ఞతలు. ఓపెన్ లైబ్రరీ ఫార్మ్ శ్రీ చంద్రశేఖర్ జీరావు ఈరోజు బుక్స్ ఇచ్చినందుకు, మిగతా సహాయాలు చేసినందుకు నా హృదయపూర్వక కృతజ్ఞతలు. డాక్టర్ సుభలత మేడం గారు వైస్ ప్రెసిడెంట్ సేవా భారతి తెలంగాణ. సేవా భారతి గురించి ఉమెన్ ఎంపవర్మెంట్ చేసిన సుభలత మేడం గారు ఈ ప్రోగ్రామ్ కి వచ్చి మాతో
చేయించినందుకు కృతజ్ఞతలు. మిస్టర్ రాజేందర్ సార్, సెక్రటరీ సేవా భారతి సికింద్రాబాద్. ఈ సార్ మాకు ఇక్కడ ఎన్నో సహాయాలు చేస్తూ మాకు నార్మల్ సెంటర్ని ప్రొడక్షన్ సెంటర్గా మార్చినందుకు ఎన్నో సహాయాలు చేస్తున్నాడు. ఇలా ఇంకా సహాయాలు చేయాలని ఈ ప్రోగ్రామ్కి వచ్చినందుకు నా యొక్క కృతజ్ఞతలు. మిస్ ఆకర్షణ సతీష్, ఇంత చిన్న వయసులో మాకు బుక్స్ ఇచ్చినందుకు, మాతో కలిసి టైం స్పెండ్ చేసినందుకు నా యొక్క కృతజ్ఞతలు తెలుపుతున్నాను. ఈ ప్రోగ్రామ్ కి వచ్చినందుకు ఆకర్షణ సతీష్ వాళ్ళ పేరెంట్స్ కి నా హృదయపూర్వక కృతజ్ఞతలు తెలుపుతున్నాను. ఇక్కడ వచ్చిన ప్రతి ఒక్కరికి మరియు నా తోటి ట్రైనర్స్ కి ఇంతసేపు సమయం అందించినందుకు నా హృదయపూర్వక కృతజ్ఞతలు తెలుపుతున్నాను.
Subscribe to our channel, click the bell icon and select all.